God bless you. I keep forgetting everything. Thank you so much. Ew. Try not to sneeze on my knife, okay? Come on, crazy boy. Stop it. Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Veggie Rose channel. And if this is your first time, welcome. I'm Rose. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a Puerto Rican recipe because I am requested to make Latin recipes or food recipes so often. And I was like, you know what? It's been a while, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and do it today. So I'm making a Puerto Rican style mofongo. For those of you guys who don't know what a mofongo is, it's basically, it's like a mashed green plantain dish kind of situation. I mean, that's essentially what it is. But it's going to have a lot of flavor. It's going to be super delicious. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so that you will be notified every time a new video goes up, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and possibly Thursday. Also, we do a live stream on Fridays where we all get in here and chit chat and have a good old time and Q&A and all that fun stuff. So let's get veggie. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is get into our green plantains. So we're gonna cut the sides off of our green plantain. If you guys haven't seen me do this before, I've done this in a couple different videos where I get into these green plantains. But so I'm just cutting over the sides. And I'm just getting the very tip of the knife, possibly like 1/4 of an inch into the actual green plantain and scoring long ways. And then I'm gonna like jimmy it on both sides, on both edges, jimmy it in there and kind of like lift up that plantain skin. And then I'm going in with my finger just on the edge. You don't gotta like dig your nail in there or anything. And just kind of like lift up his little jackets as you would, I don't know, that's what I call it. I call it a little jacket. So I'm just peeling off the skin and I have 4 of these. Don't mistake the green plantains for green bananas. These are usually like a lot bigger than the bananas. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish on, you guys, I know I say go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I've been cutting back, or trying to cut back on saying it. I think I have in the last few videos. However, it is hard because, I don't know, that's just something I started saying very early on and it kind of stuck, unfortunately. So, I'm just going to continue to do this until all 4 of my plantains are peeled. Next, I'm just chopping up our plantains to about like 3/4 of an inch to an inch in thickness. I would say like 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, whatever really. It doesn't have to be like anything specific. We basically want the oil to cover it, and so that's how thick you want to make it. And I didn't put like a ton of oil, so that's why I'm making them this size. However, I know I just said fried, and I know some people prefer not to fry things, or I know a lot of people prefer not to fry things. So one thing that my mom does to make this recipe healthier is boil the actual plantains. I prefer not to boil the plantains myself because I feel like it's not the same flavor. I don't think it gives it the same flavor, and to me it's like kind of like cheating myself out on my mofongo recipe, and I prefer to make it taste as authentic as possible. So I like to do it like this. So basically we're just frying these on medium-high heat in some vegetable oil till they're covered completely. And so yeah, you want the oil to cover them completely. And I'm gonna let these fry for approximately 13 to 15 minutes or until they become soft. And you don't want them to become brown. Like they'll become kind of like golden, but you don't want them to become brown because once they become brown, then it's like super hard to mash. And I don't think I can fit any more in here. So let's see. Maybe I could get another one in there. Whoops! The whole time I thought I was aiming straight into the pan. Turns out I wasn't. So anyways, this is what they look like right now, and this is what they look like before. They were sort of like pink, and now they are this nice golden color. So these are ready to be mashed up, and I actually let this what is it called? Fry for about 10 to 15 minutes. So in my pilong, aka what is it? Mortal pestle? Pestle mortal? What is it called? What is this called in English? I never remember what it's called. So in here, I already have 1 garlic clove. That's pretty much all you need. And I'm just gonna get like not even a teaspoon's worth of oil. And the oil that I'm using is just like some oil that I use to fry up our vegan bacon, which doesn't need much oil at all, but I like to, I'm sorry, you probably can't hear me, but I like to fry it up with a little bit of oil just so I can have a little oil on hand, because when you're mashing this up, it can get pretty dry. So I'm mashing that up with this. I know someone is bound to ask, Rose, where did you get your bilong from? And I actually got this from Puerto Rico years ago, about 7 years ago, when we went to Puerto Rico last with my in-laws. And my in-laws actually bought it for me when we went to like take a little stroll around San Juan, the capital of Puerto Rico, and that's where I got it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place place a few of my what are these called? A few of my plantains into our little pilong here, and we're just gonna mash it up. And I'm just gonna keep adding some more in here. And I'm gonna do 1 garlic per serving pretty much. So we're gonna mash up like, I guess like 1 serving at a time, because it all won't fit in here. If you don't have a pilong like this, a masher, you could just use like a potato masher that you would use to make mashed potatoes. That would work just as well, but this is just like the authentic way to do it. And also another thing that people like to do, this is actually, my mom loves to put butter in hers, so you can also do some non-dairy butter, and I'm not adding any extra oil. I'm just kind of like getting it off the edges so that we can mix it a little easier. At this point, I'm actually gonna add a splash of vegetable oil. I know that is not traditional, however, it is gonna make it a little more creamy rather than it being super duper dry. So we're gonna add our first batch into a bowl, and then I'm gonna continue on to do the rest. So on top of our vegan bacon, we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of ground garlic or garlic powder, and also a half a teaspoon of onion powder. And usually I just eyeball this, but I just wanted to give you guys like a guesstimate. I'm gonna add a bit of salt. Salt is to taste. And then we're also gonna be adding pepper, of course. I just gave it a taste, and I feel like it needed just a tad more salt. But, and you guys, at this point, even if you don't want to add like oil through the mashing part, you don't necessarily have to, but I would add some vegan butter in here. I would definitely do that at this point, but I ran out, so I don't, you know, we do with what we have. All right, guys, so I just have some of the oil from that I had already put into our, this isn't really a ramekin, like little prep cup. So I had a little oil, just kind of like put it around the inside so that we can get this out a lot easier. So what we're gonna do to serve this is like the traditional serving, the way to serve it. And we're just gonna get this in here really, really nice. And we're just gonna fill it up, and then we're gonna squeeze it all down. It's gonna be nice and packed. So you want to pack it really, really good so that it takes the shape of the inside of your cup. And then what you do is just plop it, and there you have it. That is your beautiful Mofongo little display. And then of course you can add some little pretty decorations around it, just like that. And then grab a cute little sprig of cilantro and place it right on top. And there you go. So I'm actually gonna taste it from here, and this is where we're gonna do the taste test cam from. I'm gonna take a big old bite because I love this stuff. You guys, wow, wow, wow. It tastes so authentic, so good. The vegan bacon really, really sets it off. You can make it without the vegan bacon. You could just add like maybe little chops of onion, little chopped onions, or anything you like. I mean, people add all sorts of different things. Traditionally, it's made with pork belly, like the white pork belly stuff. People on a pinch use bacon. Some people use shrimp. Some people put crab in it. Other people use like ground beef or ground meat. So you could even do like gardine and add a little bit in there. It's so good. And it's actually usually served as a side dish just like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Puerto Rican style mofongo recipe. Let me know if you guys liked it down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to share it so other people can see how delicious vegan food can be. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. I love you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.